Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Welcome to all of my Leos. My name is Angel with Ninth House Collective, and thank you for joining me today. How I like to use our time together, if you're new, is to shine the light around areas where we need self-awareness, where we need a broader perspective, where we might be healing lessons that can help us improve and move through the energy week to week and month to month, more in flow. So this week, instead of my goddess deck, I decided to break out my healing deck, which was one of the first decks I bought myself back in the early 90s. Anyway, this is the deck that we'll be using today in conjunction with Moonology, which will be the other oracle deck. And then I'll be using Tarot, Classic Tarot, Rider-Waite, to get us a message and build upon what it is that my Leo friends need to hear around healing this month. And we're doing the reading for April. So with that being said, I like to always invite you guys to take a moment and get present, right? We're always in such a rush. So these are general readings. So let's connect, and there'll be nuggets of wisdom in here. See how they apply to your life and how you can utilize some of these messages to gain more self-awareness, to be more in flow. Anyway, that's what I'd like to invite you guys to do with me today. So take a moment, and I'm going to invite you guys just to take a deep breath in through your nose, holding that breath at the top and scanning your body for any tension. And go ahead and sigh with your exhales and really just let go of tension, soften your body, and still your minds. All right, my Leo friends, we're going to jump in. I ask always to only be a clear channel, connecting with messages for our higher selves and only connecting with energies of unconditional love, the utmost healing and the highest wisdom. What is it that my Leo friends need to hear for April around healing? What is the message they need to hear? And the first piece of the puzzle, as I like to say, is the Lover's card, Major Arcana. So Leos, two things are jumping out at me with this deck. First of all, this is a big lesson. Major Arcanas are big energy, right? We have lots of little lessons and experiences along our journey, and at some points we get to these big moments where we're really learning big lessons and transforming things. Feels like a bigger energy, a bigger lesson, right? Accumulation, almost like a closing of one lesson so that you can again begin to unwind and continue on to the next. So the Lover's card, because I like to spend our time about how we can gain self-awareness, the two things and the messages that come along with this card in its upright position are about getting raw and honest with ourselves about how we take care, nurture, and love ourselves, and in turn, the relationships that we allow into our lives, right? So this card is all about equal give and take within our relationships, right? This is number 2, the Lovers, I'm sorry, it's number 6, sorry. Number 6 is really a card about celebrating our small successes, right? So this is all these lessons, all these experiences really culminating. And this lesson and what you are healing and working on is how to give and take and really have an equal energy exchange within how you love yourself and how you love others. All right, so that's a big lesson, and it's one, that's, a constant, and we are all connected, and this is part of the human condition, right? We are learning to be able to state our needs in our relationships, to love ourselves, to be kinder to ourselves, to be kinder to others, to expect more. And it's really a constant change. So this is big energy for you guys. Let's see how this evolves, and let's build upon it, Leos, with Moonology. Let's see what the next piece of the puzzle is. So what is it that my Leo friends need to know about this really big energy this week, right? Or this month. This is for April, right? It's big energy, really learning and closing out a cycle about how we want to show up in relationships, how we want to, getting raw and honest with ourselves in what we want in relationships, both with ourselves, our own inner peace, and with how we interact with others. So it can be, obviously in our love relationships or our partnerships, but this can be about family dynamics. It can be about really how you show up in a way that honors yourself, right? This is how I like to use the channel, how we can all love and respect ourselves and show up in a more balanced flow each month. All right, let's see what we get from Moonology today for my Leo friends. And the message to build upon this is don't let pride get in your way. Equal give and take within relationships. Don't let pride get in your way. This card is about raw honesty. Don't be prideful. If there's something that maybe you need to own up to in how you either allow people to treat you or how you might be treating others in relationships, we gain broader perspectives. We learn, we improve, right? So this is really calling on you so far, my Leo friends, to get out of ego. See what it is you truly want in relationships and how you can make a difference and how you show up, right? This channel is all about self-reflection and how we can move through all the energies that life throws at us. So don't let pride get in the way. If there's something you need to own up to, just take accountability. We all make mistakes, and as we learn, we grow, right? And make sure to love and forgive yourselves, right? This is about getting raw and honest. So if there's ways within our lives, Leos, which happens for all signs at all times, because we are all human, that you didn't show up in the way you wish you had showed up on, you wish you had acted in a way that was different, that's okay. Take accountability. But also, be sure to set your boundaries in what you need, right? So, but don't let pride get in the way. So if you feel like there's some place where you need to make amends, feel free, reach out, take accountability. That's how we grow. We all make mistakes. And because this is about getting raw and honest with ourselves and really showing up in how we love not only ourselves but others and the boundaries we set within those concepts, there's two centers I'm going to ask my Leo friends to lean into. That's going to be your solar plexus, which is your personal power, your confidence, your commitment. Okay, and the second center is going to be your heart center. So be open with compassion, be open, be really confident, and take a look at where we need to make adjustments within our lives, right? How can we show up being raw and honest in where we can make improvements so that we bring more flow within the relationships within our lives? Okay, guys. And to close out this message, instead of the Goddess deck, like I mentioned, we are going to be bringing forth a message from the Healing deck. All right, let's see what the final piece is for the Leos for April. All right, so you are working on big major arcana energy, exclamation point. It's like the closing of a big chapter. You're learning a really big lesson. Sixes are about celebrating the small successes, right? So it's everything that's led you up to this point. And don't let pride get in your way. Get out of your ego. Get in and really get raw and honest with yourself so that you can show up more aligned and attract the relationships that are nurturing and most aligned for you. And let's see what the healing message, Leos. Let's see what this is. Okay, guys, your healing message, let me grab my readers for this, for April is, it's important not to get stuck in therapy. Therapy is a necessary boat that takes you across a rough river to a new shore. In time, though, you must step out of that boat and onto the earth and never look back, right? Yeah, unwind the stuff. Get raw and honest with your stuff, but stop beating yourself up about it. Stop sticking in that energy of therapy and just talking about it, right? Talk therapy is good for a moment in time to gain awareness, and then you need to forgive yourself. Let go of shame or any feelings like that don't serve you, right? Forgive yourself. You know better now. So, you know, this is the energy that you move forward in, right? So don't get stuck, right? Don't get stuck. Where was that? Yeah, don't get stuck in therapy. It's important after you gain reflection, and it's important after you gain self-awareness and get raw and honest with yourself to step into a new shore, meaning a new way of being, a new way of showing up. All right, Leos, you're all spectacular. Take the time to nurture you this month. Your centers again, solar plexus and heart center. This is big energy, guys. The Lover's card. Raw and honest with yourself for self-growth, for self-expansion, and so that you are really able to show up and give and receive in your relationships, both in partnerships, friendships, family dynamics, etc., in an equal flow. Take accountability where needed and set your boundaries where needed. All right, guys, namaste, and remember, lean into your chakras and your divine. So nurture you this month. Catch ya next month or on one of the weeklies. Take care, guys.